everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on the meditation channel. Welcome, welcome. So I have decided to start doing readings for a few reasons. Well, number one, because I got the intuitive insight to do this. I haven't done readings in a very long time, and I just think it's time to get back into it. Number two is because I'm actually creating my own oracle deck. I've written a book, which is called The Book of Realms. I'm currently pitching it to publishers, and hopefully, if it does get accepted, the next step is to get the cards. So I've been working on the cards. I guess that kind of makes sense why I've been getting this insights to do readings. So let's get into it. Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me today on the meditation channel. So today we are going to give you a reading for June 2024, for the month of June. I hope you are having a wonderful week thus far, and I hope this year has been treating you well. So let's see what the cards have in store for you today. Oh, okay, that one just came out. All right, so Archangel Gabriel, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. It will help you. I will help you. So I'm just laughing at myself because I scan it so quickly that I don't really read what's on there. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so yes, so in June, what is it that you are trying to do? What is your purpose? This is to do with like career, life path, and maybe this is something that you've been thinking about lately. This is something that has been coming up a lot, and some of you may not be quite sure what your life path is. Maybe you thought you were going in one direction and then something took you off course, or maybe you were trying to go in one direction and you just faced a lot of obstacles and it just got too difficult. And I want you to know that the guides are basically saying that there's a reason for that. There's a reason for the blocks and the challenges that you have faced ahead. It's because they're actually trying to guide you in the right direction. And I know sometimes it may feel as though the universe is against you and, you know, this is not fair, but they're basically saying that there's a reason for it because they're trying to guide you towards something that is much better and more in alignment with your actual purpose. And also what I'm receiving is that a lot of you have projected what your purpose is, as in like you had an expectation or you had a very specific vision of how it should be or what it should look like, that when it didn't quite end up the way that you envisioned it, you felt disappointed and you felt let down and you felt there was basically a shift from positive to negative energy. And so it stagnated the manifestation. It slowed the manifestation down. And so there needs to be a lot more gratitude and a lot more connection with the divine to basically help you understand that they are working for you, but you're not working with them. If that makes any sense. I hope this is making sense. It's amazing how the information comes through. So they are here to help you, and whatever it is, you are right in the sense of like what you want to do is there, but it's not quite sometimes the way that you think it's going to be. And because we're so attached to the outcome or a specific outcome, we don't allow for new energies and new experiences to come in. And so we actually self-sabotage, or we create negative experiences, or we don't enjoy the journey to getting there. The next card is Archangel Raphael. I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So what this basically is telling me is that, you know, Scorpios are very wise. Scorpios have a lot of psychic abilities. They have a lot of intuitive abilities, and therefore you know how to heal. You know this stuff that I'm telling you. It's just different to knowing and applying it. Okay, it's nice to know, but wisdom really comes from knowing and doing it. So are you really doing the healing work? Or are you just telling yourself that you're doing the healing work? Are you tricking yourself into believing that you're really doing the work, but you're really not? So this is a time of inner reflection, and also ask your team to really help you bring in more clarity and to give you signs to help you understand whether you're on track or not. I mentioned this in another reading for another sign, but this is also going to apply for you. So when you ask for signs from your guides or from your team, don't make it something generic. For instance, you say, okay, a sign from my guide, show me a feather. It's like, well, you're going to see a lot of feathers. Okay, there's birds everywhere. But you want something very specific, like, okay, guides, if I'm on track, if this is exactly what I'm meant to be doing, send me a blue feather or a pink feather or a gold feather or I don't know, it could be anything, whatever that means, like a pink coin. People always ask for coin signs, right? But like there's coins everywhere. But what about a pink coin or whatever, a color that you resonate? The point is you want to make it very specific and very unlikely for you to come across this thing, because that's how your guides are going to say, hey, you're on track, or hey, pay attention. So take a moment right now and just think about something that would really mean something to you. And this is where you're going to ask your guides to basically give you sign and guidance throughout the month of June to help you realign with your path. And once again, just remember that you got to let go of that expectation. You cannot project what it is exactly you want to happen. It doesn't work like that. You have to trust that the universe is going to give you even better experiences. But if you have that shut off attitude, you're not going to be able to see the rewards and the gifts that are there for you. And then we have another card, Fiona. Now that you have asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Okay, make it a sense. So now that you've asked for this sign, now that you've said, hey, I am willing to let go and trust this process, but I need your guidance and your help. Now that you've asked, be ready, because signs are going to come. So at the end of this reading today, I really want you to take a minute and think about what that sign is. And you can just say it out loud. Guides, higher self, whatever you believe in, goddess, God, I need a clear sign that is a red coin. When I see this red coin, it means that I need to follow this path. It means that you are showing me that I'm on the right path. Whatever that means to you. Yes, these are the cards that want to come up next. Okay, so let's see what else comes up for this reading. So do what you love. It's time for great personal growth in your career, artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. So there you go. Again, this is to do with your career, with your life path, with who you are. This is coming up again. So I'm really receiving that this is going to really happen for you. Okay. But there needs to be some inner work. There needs to be some detoxing. There is basically a behavior that's been implemented in your subconscious that is constantly blocking this energetic flow, this manifestation. So you get like 2 steps ahead and 3 steps back, right? Or something good will happen and then something bad will happen. Like you'll work in a team of amazing people and there's just that one person that ruins it for you. And here's the issue. Your focus then goes too much on the one negative person when you're not seeing the 5 good people. So you are too much focused on the things that are in the way as opposed to the things that are on your path, that are there for you. So you're kind of self-sabotaging subconsciously here. And this card is really a romantic card. This can also mean, by the way, for some of you in the month of June, a new relationship is coming in for sure. But this can also mean too much emotions, right? So you allow your emotions to take over. This has to do with your emotions. So you're not really sometimes using logic. You're not using the tools that you have available for you, and you just allow your emotions basically to take over. And sometimes those emotions are not serving you. Sometimes those emotions are past experiences that are resurfacing in the present and that are basically making you, once again, focus on the negative as opposed to on the positive. The 7 of Raphael, it's time to make a decision. Okay, so be clear on what you want and take action. I need to detoxify. So I'm also, once again, getting here, it's like you really need to prep yourself before you do anything. There's a level of energy cleanse to prepare yourself so that you don't allow your emotions to overrule, and then you can use the tools that you have. So this means maybe doing more spiritual work, meditating before you start your day, doing some journaling, connecting with your guides once again. I mean, there is some kind of cleansing, aligning your chakras, going to see a spiritual healer. You know what that is for you. I can't tell you that. I'm just hearing messages because there's quite a few people listening or watching. So what does that mean to you? What is it that you feel that you need to detox from? It could even be like a bad behavior, a way of thinking, or too much drinking, or taking substances. I don't know, but there's a sense of detoxing here. You need to let go of something that is just not helping you with your emotions, and it's just allowing your emotions to hold you back. Okay. One more. This one is okay. So this once again just reaffirms what I just said. To make your decision, ask yourself. So it's funny how this is like make a decision, and then it's like to make a decision. Which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way brings me away from it? So once again, coming back to this career and to this purpose, there is even a thing with your ego. This is why you're very much attached to an idea or an outcome, because your ego is. It's not who you really are. It's not your spirit. It's your ego who's very much attached. This is how it has to be. And that's why your emotions take over. So if you can differentiate your true self, your spirit, to your ego, that's going to help you make that decision, that detox, right? Your ego is very much attached to materialistic things, to materialistic outcomes. Your spirit is attached to your purpose, to your real purpose, your spiritual journey, your spiritual mission, the reason why you started this to begin with, the reason why you desire this to begin with. And Maya, okay, which is really the illusion, right? There is an illusion. You've created an illusion, an attachment to this materialistic thing, thinking that that's the thing that's going to make you feel good and give you the purpose, but it's not. Schooling, studying, and education help your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So going back to your spiritual team, when you reconnect to spirit, when you do the healing, when you do the detoxing, then you reconnect to your own spirit, and then you remember who you are. You remember why you started. You remember the reason why you needed to get to this thing that you desired. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. There is a pregnancy card as well here. So some of you actually possibly could be expecting or maybe pregnant. So there's a connection to this. So there's another, there's the birthing of something. It could also be an idea, a project. This just came up randomly. It's still connected to this, but obviously I just had to mention that for those of you trying to get pregnant. In June is a good time to get pregnant. But once again, just going back to the whole message here. So there is an attachment to something that is not serving you. You're projecting, and it's your ego that is creating that. So you really need to be reconnected to your spiritual purpose, to who you really are, to your guides, allowing these signs, your nature, who you really are, to be at the forefront of your choices and your desires. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Let me know if this made any sense to you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.